I had had a huge pain in my left hip for over 4 years. I attribute it to a dance injury that I had when I went out dancing salsa about 4 years ago, and it just never healed. And I spent countless hours on the internet trying to figure out what it was. I came up with a possible diagnosis of piriformis syndrome, other things that said that it could be something to do with my sacroiliac joint. I mean, everything under the sun. And then, of course, I went to see medical specialists as well. I spent thousands of dollars on chiropractors. I went to a medical doctor. I had an MRI done. I had, you name it, I've had it done to try to figure out what was wrong with my hips. And I had pretty much, resigned myself to having a pretty unathletic life for the rest of my life. I wasn't dancing anymore, which used to be one of my huge passions. I was very active in salsa as well as swing, blues, all the Latin dances, country and Western. I was just like, I'm just not gonna be able to dance ever again anymore. And then I went to a networking event and I met Neil, and the rest is history. In a half-hour session with him, actually it's funny because I said, how much do you charge? And he told me, come in for a half-hour consultation, and he told me the price for that. I'm not sure how much he's charging now, but he told me the price that he was charging. And I was like, okay, that's pretty low, but it's just a consultation. He said, yeah, then I'm gonna tell you how much I think that you're gonna need and what the total price will be. And I was like, you know what, I've already spent thousands, if not tens of thousands, on trying to heal my hip with no result. So let's just do it. So I went, and here's the thing. Neil healed me on the initial consultation. It took like less than one session with him. What I mean is, the initial consultation, the initial session with him, just by looking at me and asking me to push against him and do all the things that he does during the initial consultation, I left and I was like between 80 and 90% better, like right off the bat within half an hour. Of course, I thought it's too good to be true. It's all gonna come back. And it didn't come back. What I noticed is that it had gone away by about 80%. Well, at that point, I scheduled another session with him, and after the second session with him, my pain had gone away, I want to say between 90 and 99%. We're talking, I was able to swim. Normally, I swim 1,600 yards in an hour. I went from 1,600 yards to 2,100 yards. I couldn't figure it out. I was like, did I just get superpowers? Well, no, probably my body's just finally working the way it's supposed to. I'm dancing all the time now. I'm going back out blues dancing, swing dancing with all my friends. It's just made a huge, huge difference. So that's what I want to tell you guys. I want to tell you that there's no price tag you can put on getting. I don't even think I need to sell you on this. If you have pain, you know how much it completely is just awful to have pain. So not only to get rid of the pain, but in addition to that, to get my whole life back, to get my activities back, to get my social active lifestyle back has been just absolutely amazing. To me, working with Neil Denote it's one of the biggest bargains I've ever gotten. I can tell you right now, I'm sitting here without a single, ounce of pain in my body and ready to go out and conquer the world. So I feel huge gratitude for Neil. I talk him up to my friends all the time. It is genuinely a heartfelt endorsement that I'm giving, because I believe in what he does, and I really, really want to support him to help you and anybody else that his life may come into contact with.